Welcome back to this next CloudTables demonstration where I'll be talking about how to embed your CloudTable with PHP. So the previous one was with the serverless technology, which isn't recommended because it's not particularly secure, as discussed on that demonstration. So PHP, or one of the other methods, is the preferred way to go. So we're going to use this products CloudTable that we created in an earlier demonstration. I've already created a very simple kind of registration app. So you type in your name, Fred, you log in and it says, hello Fred. So very, very straightforward. The code behind here is a simple HTML page, the input element that then posts it to the PHP script, which looks like this. So it just grabs the name that was posted in the payload and then displays it out. All very straightforward. So we'll use this as the template. So to start embedding your application, your CloudTable, you need to go to the Embed tab. Here you've got the different technologies. We've been over WordPress and serverless in earlier demonstrations. So today's topic is going to be PHP. So the first thing we need to do is to get the PHP library. So if we click on this link here, it gives you instructions on how to do that. So we provide a pre-built API with Composer. So if we copy that to the clipboard, this is our current directory here. So it's just a fresh, brand new installation for a web server. Paste the Composer line. And they'll go off and pull back the API files. Once it's been retrieved, we can then include that file into our PHP file. So I'll grab this here. You now see that all the Composer files are there, and inside the vendor directory, you'll see CloudTables as well. So if we go back to our demo PHP, I should apologize for using Vi, but I'm old school. So we'll put the API into here. So that's going to include it into our project. And now we need to instantiate it. So again, nice little copy to clipboard. This here is the ID of the application, so you can just take it as is. Paste that there. So we need to supply it 3 bits of information, the client ID, client name, which will just use the user that was from the HTML form, and then the API key. So we can be a little bit clever here, and we can say that if the user coming in is an admin user, then we'll give them read-write permission to the CloudTable. Otherwise, we'll just give them plain old read-only access. So we can say the key is the user admin. If so, we'll give them the read-write key, otherwise the read-only key. I'll come back and fill these in. So if we come back to the CloudTable page here, the API keys are under the Security tab. As I said on the earlier videos, you're supplied with a read-write and a read-only one by default. You can create more and also create roles, but we'll go into that more detail in a later video. So let's grab the read-write API key first. Put that fella there. Oops. And then we'll grab the read-only API key. And he can go into there. So now we've got read-only, read-write. So the key now is based on the user coming in. So we come back down to our API instantiation. We'll change that to be the key based upon the user. And then we'll just change these client IDs. We'll make them both the user's name. And that's that. So that will give us a token that we can use to access the CloudTable. Tokens by default last only 20 minutes until they're first used, and then they expire. And once they've been used in a web browser, they're tied to that web browser session, so they can't be used elsewhere. So it gives you that sort of peace of mind that your data is going to be safe in the CloudTable storage. So now we've got the API, we can now create the script. There's two ways of doing this. You can either do it manually by typing all this text here, or we can just use the script tag API method. We'll change it slightly. We won't save it. We'll just echo it straight out. And the ID that we need to supply is the ID specific to that CloudTable, which you can find on the Data tab. Which is here. Now we can slot that into the script. There we go. So we load the library, we work out who the user is and get a key accordingly. We instantiate the API, and then we create the script. So as simple as that. So we'll save this file here. We'll go back to our demonstration that we did before. So let's try the admin user first of all. And there you see the CloudTable. So we've got the editing buttons on the top. We can also, so if I click on that one there, we can edit that. If we go back, and this time instead of say admin, we'll say Bob. Submit that there. You see now this is a read-only table, there's no editing on there at all. So I hope you found that useful. The other technologies will be very, very similar, and we'll provide demos for those in the future. But in the meantime, I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, please do get in touch.